Hello everyone, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do a detailed comparison of two flagship devices, the Honor 8 Pro with the OnePlus 5. So a lot of our viewers have been asking us to do a comparison of these two devices and which is a better device to buy in this price segment, and both are really good in terms of the hardware and features being offered. So in this video we'll let you decide which one you should be getting for this price segment. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see both these devices are made of metal chassis, looks premium, and the build quality is superb for the pricing. Both have dual cameras on the back panel, but you can see that the Honor 8 Pro has flush design so that cameras are not protruding, but on the other hand the OnePlus 5 has a slight projection for the camera unit. You can see both these devices look really premium in terms of the build quality. But having said that, the Honor 8 Pro is a slightly bigger device and also heavier device at 185 grams. So if you're not used to handling big devices, you definitely feel a bit uncomfortable using the Honor 8 Pro. On the other hand, the tapered edges of the OnePlus 5 gives it a really great feel altogether, and it's a really compact device even though it's a 5.5 inches screen size. And because of the tapered edges, the OnePlus 5 feels slimmer to hold. So that was the design and build quality. Now you can see that in terms of design elements, you can see there is an allowed slider for the OnePlus 5. We have volume keys on the left side on the OnePlus 5, while the power and volume keys are on the right side on the Honor 8 Pro. Now bottom panel, both these devices have USB-C type port, 3.5mm audio jack, and also speaker unit located. Up top we have no openings or slots, but we have an IR blaster for the Honor 8 Pro. So that is the design and build quality of these two devices. So overall design wise, both these devices are equally good. There is no clear winner in terms of the design aspect, but again we would say that if you're not comfortable with a larger display and larger device size, then OnePlus 5 makes a better choice. Now next up, let's talk about the display. So here we have a Quad HD display with a Full HD display. It's an IPS LCD panel, and here we have a Quad HD display on the Honor 8 Pro, while it's an Optic AMOLED display with a Full HD panel on the OnePlus 5. So obviously here we would say the OnePlus 5 is definitely good, but the Honor 8 Pro wins in terms of the display aspect, because the Quad HD is a lot of resolutions and pixels per inch, and the text are really sharp and really great and vivid display. The OnePlus 5 definitely has a good display, but it definitely isn't as crisp and sharp like the Honor 8 Pro. So in terms of the display aspect, it is the Honor 8 Pro. Now let's talk about the software. So this is one of the important aspects when you consider buying a smartphone. Here we have two different UIs. One is the EMUI 5.1 on top of Android 7.0, while we have a custom UI Oxygen OS, which is almost stock like UI on top of Android 7.1.1. Now first let's talk about EMUI. So EMUI is a more refined and polished UI when compared to the previous version. The 5.1 version adds a new look and feel to the settings panel. Some additional features are included like floating dock, motion control, one-handed UI, smart cover, mirror share, glows mode. Then there is support for themes. You can download additional themes. There is phone manager, and whole lot of features are included, and you can see the notification and quick toggles are now integrated into single panel. So overall it's a really good UI, and there is also app drawer in this UI when compared to the previous UI which had multiple home screens. So it's a really good UI, but there is no resemblance to the stock experience. Now talking about the OnePlus 5, so we all know that the Oxygen OS which runs on the OnePlus devices is really good in terms of the UI, because it has stock like UI, no customizations whatsoever. Some additional options and features are included, like the option to customize the buttons. You can have on-screen navigation buttons or physical capacitive touch buttons. There is support for gestures, so a lot of gesture support is included. You can see some of the gestures supported. Then we have some basic options also included. There is some dark theme also included in this UI. So that's the UI of the OnePlus 5, and you can see the notification and quick toggles. It is quite similar to the stock experience. So that was the UI. Now UI wise, both these devices are quite good, but here we have to make a choice whether you want a customized UI with additional features, tools, customization options, then go for the EMUI, which is again a really good option. But if you're a person who likes stock Android and are more focused on updates, securities and latest version, then go for OnePlus 5. Now let's talk about the performance. Here we have two powerful chipset, the Kirin 960 octa-core chipset, and we have the Snapdragon 835, again an octa-core chipset. Now we have 6 gigs of RAM on the Honor 8 Pro, while we have 6 and 8 GB RAM variants, and on the storage front we have 128 gigs on the Honor 8 Pro, while it's 64 and 128 gigs on the OnePlus 5. Now let's talk about the performance aspect. So we already done a speed test of these two devices. We will share the link in the description of this video. You can see how good the performance on these two devices are, and we would say here OnePlus 5 definitely has an edge, but not by a huge margin, by a fraction of second. It is faster than the Honor 8 Pro, but because the Snapdragon 835 is slightly more powerful than the 960, the Kirin 960. The Kirin 960 is somewhere in between the Snapdragon 821 and the 835. And 835 definitely has more performance, and on top of that it also has this 8 GB RAM variant, while we have only 6 GB RAM on the Honor 8 Pro. So Honor 8 Pro is definitely a great device in terms of the performance, but if you want a terrific performance, you want the best performance, then go for the OnePlus 5, which is slightly better in terms of the overall app performance. Now let's talk about the fingerprint scanner. So we have a fingerprint scanner located on the rear panel on the Honor 8 Pro, while it's on the front panel on the OnePlus 5. Now let's see how good the performance of the fingerprint scanner is. We'll just unlock the device and see how fast it is. So you can see both are equally fast and does the job really well. Additionally, we have some options for fingerprint scanner on the Honor 8 Pro. That means you can use for navigating, you can pulling down the notification toggles, and also taking selfies, and a lot of functionalities are included on the Honor 8 Pro. Now the call quality and speaker performance looks really good on both the phones. We would say the earphone performance using the 3.5mm earphone was better on the Honor 8 Pro because it supports the DTS sound. So that was speaker performance. Now call quality again was really good on both the phones. Now let's talk about the most important aspect, the cameras. So we have dual camera setup on both the phones, but both are completely different in terms of dual camera performance. We have a monochrome and an RGB sensor on the Honor 8 Pro, while we have a 16 megapixel primary camera and a 20 megapixel telephoto lens on the OnePlus 5, which helps in zooming, and it also can take portrait photos. So that is the camera setup. Here we have a combined image processing on the Honor 8 Pro, while it's not that the case with the OnePlus 5. Now on the front panel we have an 8 megapixel camera for the Honor 8 Pro, while it's a 16 megapixel camera for the OnePlus 5. Now we already done a detailed camera comparison of these two phones, and you can also have a look at the camera samples taken between these two devices in various light conditions. So we would say that looking at the camera samples, both these devices are really good in terms of the camera performance. But one thing to note here is that OnePlus 5 camera was not really consistent. At times we got really stunning shot, but at times we also got an average kind of experience with the OnePlus 5. So the camera is definitely good on the OnePlus 5 and performs really well, but the consistency should be slightly better. But on the other hand, the Honor 8 Pro is a stellar performer in terms of the camera performance. The dual camera performs really well, and it's a great experience overall. So in our comparison, we would say the Honor 8 Pro definitely has an edge in terms of the camera experience. Although in terms of selfie experience, we would say the OnePlus 5 slightly has an edge. But again, when you talk about all the features, especially the camera interface and a lot of other options also included, so our choice in terms of the camera would be the Honor 8 Pro. Now let's talk about the final aspect, the battery life. So we have a 4000 mAh battery on the Honor 8 Pro with fast charging, while we have a 3300 mAh battery again with dash charging on the OnePlus 5. So charging time for the Honor 8 Pro is approximately less than 2 hours for 0 to 100 with the 4000 mAh battery, and it's around 1 hour 20 to 25 minutes for the OnePlus 5 with the dash charging. Now talking about the battery performance, we would say the Honor 8 Pro definitely has an edge in terms of the battery performance. We got almost close to 6.5 hours of screen on time. At times we even got 7 hours of screen on time, while on the other hand on the OnePlus 5 we got around 4.5 hours of battery life. So battery is definitely better on the Honor 8 Pro. So now we have talked about almost all aspects of these two phones. So which is a better device to buy here? So the Honor 8 Pro with all these features and great hardware is priced 29,999. That's an amazing price for that device. It's a total value for money device. You can also check out our detailed review of the same. Now coming to OnePlus 5. So OnePlus 5 is available in two variants, the 64GB storage with 6 gigs of RAM and 128GB storage variant with 8 gigs of RAM. The two variants are priced 32,999 and 37,999. So even for the base variant with 64GB storage, there is a 3K price difference between these two devices, and the top end variant is priced almost 8K difference between these two devices. So which is a better device to buy here? So our pick would be the Honor 8 Pro, and we'll tell you why. Because it has a really good display, excellent software, great performance all around, terrific camera experience and great battery life, and there is hardly anything to complain on the Honor 8 Pro, and the pricing is pretty spot on. Now OnePlus 5, it's a really good device in terms of brand value. There is a great community behind the OnePlus 5, so brand value is definitely better on the OnePlus 5, and you also get a better performance and stock Android along with the future security updates. So that's one area where the OnePlus 5 definitely has an edge. But looking at the overall aspects, the value for money device definitely would be the Honor 8 Pro. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. And if you plan to buy these devices, we'll share the links in the description of this video. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.